Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hey, on today's episode, we're in the boat and we're going to talk about netting your fish. I fish the Major League Fishing Invitationals, and we are one of the only circuits that we're allowed to net our fish. You may be out fishing and you're fishing by yourself, and it can get a little cumbersome to try and land that fish, reel them in, and net the fish all on your own. I'm going to give you some ideas about how to do this. Now, this is about doing it on your own. We'll do another episode where we talk about how a co-angler should net a fish for a partner. Stick around, guys. We'll go over this. We're out, like I said, we're on the boat, and we'll see if we can't catch a fish and then try and land him. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. We're out on Lake Champlain, and I thought this was a good place to kind of do a little demo on what I do about landing fish. Like I said, we're in the Major League Fishing Invitationals, and we're allowed to use nets, unlike some of the other leagues. So I guess basically the biggest thing that I kind of look at is that landing and netting fish is not that difficult when you're by yourself, as long as you've got things set up and prepared ahead of time. So the minute I get to a spot, before I start fishing, one of the first things that I do is get my net in a position where I'm ready to grab it when I'm fishing. So let me kind of show you that and walk you through that. All right, so we're in the area that we're gonna fish. I'm gonna grab my net, and as I get up on the deck, I'm just gonna take my net and I'm gonna put it in the position so that the handle, everything is out of the way, but the handle is there ready for me to grab it. Now the next step is see if I can't go and catch fish. All right. So I'm gonna grab my net right here. The first thing I'm gonna do is take it, put it in the water, and then keep it right on the side. Now I'm fighting my fish. When he's ready to come in, and this one's not yet. Now I'm gonna bring him in the net, and then what I'm doing is just closing the net like this. So when I bring it in, close the net, and then bring them in. And that's what we end up with. Just a little keeper smallmouth. Like I said, guys, I think that the main issue with netting fish when you're by yourself is just the preparation. Have the net handy, but not in the way. Fight the fish, make sure he's hooked. When you're ready, your net goes from stage 1, which is handy but out of the way. Stage 2, ready to be used, but not in your hand, just right there against the gunnel. I like to wet the net. And then once the fish is up on the side, one hand on the rod, one hand on the net, fish goes in the net. And again, that determination for me is when I've taken up enough line to where I can control the fish into the net just by using the rod. I don't have to take up more line to get the fish into the net. I can just get the fish into the net by using the rod hand and then the net hand, you know, to get the two together. Once the fish is in the net, I like to drag the net over the gunnel that closes the door on that net so that the fish can't jump out and things like that. Once you've got that done, now you can get your rod down, get that fish in the boat, do all of that. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in to Mark Fisher Outdoors every day. If you haven't, this might be the time to subscribe to the channel. We've got information coming out Monday through Friday. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everybody.